In Hollywood, the right meeting is everything, and for the right price, Christian Garcia promises he can buy you that access. From meet and greets with Elon Musk to exclusive Coachella artist passes, it looked like the ultimate VIP life, but for dozens of victims, it was a nightmare.
I am out over 25,000.
When I couldn't rattle him, that's when I knew that this guy is straight up a thief.
He's been called the male Anna Delvey, a digital age swindler hiding behind 1 million followers and a trail of broken promises. We're following the money to find out, is Christian Garcia Hollywood's newest con artist? On the surface, Garcia appears to be the dream social media success story. But in 2025, I received a tip from a longtime LA contact who claims the influencer has been running elaborate scams for years. I was added to group chats and connected with several victims who were willing to go on the record, while many others were scared to go public with their claims for fear of Garcia's influence and contacts. As I saw in hundreds of screen-grabbed text messages, interactions with Garcia all appear to begin the same, with lofty promises of time with the rich and famous, all for a price. But things quickly fell apart.
My name is Melissa. I met a Christian through a while back. It would have been like many years ago. So he was one of the people in my group, and everyone obviously ended up following each other. And then over the years, just kind of watched him, grow his following, and started posting that he was like meeting all these celebrities and going to all these red carpet events and kind of building his, personal brand in the celebrity niche, or getting access to events and stuff like that. So it was about a year ago that he reached out to me on Instagram through DM. So he told me about this Tesla event. It was supposed to be an unveiling of the new Tesla AI robot that was been showcased in previous months. And he said that there was going to be like a meet and greet with Elon, and that he could get me on a call with the Tesla events team and everything, just to like legitimize it. So in total, I've paid him over 10,000. Maybe he started off with good intentions and like was trying to build a business off of these relationships, but then maybe he, fell in with the wrong group.
I trust Melissa. I've known her for a while. And she said, "Hey, do you want? I can get three tickets to this. I'm going, and I've worked with this guy before, and he's helped me and a couple of my friends or something." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll take a chance." I have the invoice here. It says, I made him put a note of what it's for. It says, "Meet Jeff Bezos, Future of Amazon Creators Event, May 29th, Los Angeles. Includes photo with Jeff. Gift bag from brands for Future of Amazon, ticket to gala event, sit down dinner, one ticket, no plus one, $5,000. He wanted me just to PayPal. I said, no, send me an invoice. Transaction date, January 1st, 2025. But I've got screenshots and of him offering a refund and all kinds of stuff and telling me to be patient. The guys should have it to me in a couple days.
26-year-old Garcia appears on the outside to be a man about town. Born in St. Louis Obispo and raised in Atascadero, he previously revealed in an interview that he got involved in social media in middle school. As a youngster, he worked at his parents' Mexican restaurant before later working in social media full-time. From a humble upbringing, his influence grew as he crafted himself a glitzy lifestyle with dozens of red carpet appearances, exclusive industry events, and celeb Instagram followers. After gaining popularity online, he began running a PR firm with his sister and boasted of earning a six-figure salary, while brands have reportedly often paid him thousands to promote their products on social media. After Marlene Orozco met Garcia at an award show 5 years ago, she says they went on to work together with social media clients and other talent. She told me she helped to connect people to Garcia, who were then also allegedly scammed, resulting in her receiving threats. Marlon alleges Garcia was paid between $1,500 and $2,000 from up to 15 different people she introduced him to for Coachella wristbands. Yet after deposits were paid, no passes materialised. A similar cycle began with request after request to Garcia for updates before realisation hit and demands for a refund began.
I met Christian Garcia in 2020 at the BET Awards, and I met him through a friend of mine we were all working together, and with when it came to other influencers and other talents. But I never knew like what he was really doing behind the scenes until it didn't really occur to me until I started to notice when each client that he got, that he signed with, started to end up leaving after the 3-month contract, because he would do like 3 months, and then if those 3 months went good, then he would do 6 months, and then a year, and then so forth.
My friend who had also purchased tickets through him, like I was the one that connected him. I was like, hey, like he has this event that's going on, like I'm going, like if you want to go, like that would be cool. Originally it was supposed to be February. Then the LA fires happened, so he started using that as an excuse essentially and saying that it was rescheduled, and it made sense at the time. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like these fires are devastating. The venue is probably affected. So now they're looking for a new venue. Okay, cool, whatever. So then they pushed it out to May. So that's when it was supposed to happen. And then I don't know if it was just a coincidence, but there was like a whole dispute with Elon and Trump at the time. So he was using that as like political scandal, basically saying, yeah, they're not talking anymore. So, we're going to push the event to October now. But there's no record of any event. He keeps saying, oh, it's going to be posted on Hollywood Calendar. It's going to be, you're going to get an email directly from the Tesla people.
Over the space of almost a year, text Melissa showed me revealed repeated attempts to get more info from Garcia on both the Tesla event and the other events that she and her friends had paid for. Each time she was met with promises that email confirmation was soon on the way, that Garcia was just waiting for extra information from his own contact, that he was sick, or that messages were not going through.
Originally, like Christian's been super responsive. Like he'd be texting, he'd be like, yeah, like I'm gonna reach out to my rep and give you an update. Oh, this is gonna happen. Obviously, like nothing ended up happening, but he still kept texting and he was still really responsive. So usually when someone scams you, they usually just cut off all contact. So I was like, okay, maybe, there's still a chance that this is possibly legitimate. And yeah, obviously it's a shock, you almost feel it's obviously devastating, but also like you think that you're savvy when it comes to online scams. And, I work with tech, I work in tech. So all of these different things, like you never think that you're also going to be one to be scammed. Like you think that you can sniff one out a mile away. But when someone's so like charismatic and claims that he's a Christian and, has all this social proof, which obviously he's leveraging his Instagram account and his connection to all these different celebrities as false credibility to then lure people into this facade that he's, clearly scamming people out of their hard-earned money. I am out over 25,000 just because I have also paid for other people's admissions who, because we found out that, okay, it looks like it's, most likely a scam.
Kevin King is another alleged victim who was sold access to what he believed would be a meet and greet with Jeff Bezos called the Amazon Creators Event. He and Melissa were both in a group chat with Garcia about the event in which they repeatedly begged for more information.
So we asked for a refund about a week before, so October 2nd or 3rd or something like that. And then excuse after excuse. He's waiting for the contact or something to actually get back with him. And then I started to threaten him a little bit. I was careful with what I say, but just to try to rattle him, see if I could rattle him. And when I couldn't rattle him, that's when I knew that this guy is straight up a thief. Because a professional doesn't get rattled. And I was looking at Jeff Bezos' schedule. He was in Europe. I was like, I don't even think this event even exists.
In a WhatsApp group chat named Amazon Creators Event that Kevin shared with me, he brands Garcia a crook, a thief, and a scammer, and threatens to file a police report after he stops believing the event will ever happen. Garcia again promises more information is on the way before he stops replying. Kevin also claims to have shared a now deleted post on social media in which he called Garcia out.
When I posted, it's a thief and scam artist, and I posted this on my Instagram, and I left it for, like I said, a minute or two and just screenshot it, and then I sent it to him. I mean, I've been around the block, so I'm not new, and that's why I paid it the way I paid it. just to protect myself. So it doesn't surprise me at all. So it wasn't a feeling like, oh my God, I just got scammed and suckered, or I feel bad. It was like, I'm more of a just, I want to get this guy and prove a point and keep him from doing this to other people. It's not about the money. I mean, that's my point right now is if it cost me $5,000 to stop him, I'd spend $5,000 to stop him from hurting other people, because it's not right.
He told me like, oh, hey, if I have a contact that can get us like artist guest passes for Coachella for both weekends. And like, if you make a flyer and post about it on your stories, and if like I can get you a wristband, and maybe you can make some extra commission too out of every person that goes through you to get the wristband, to get the access. That's when I knew everything was like a scam, because he was just coming up with excuses to try to buy time, to try to tell these people that, oh, like I'm gonna get them, but like I'm just still waiting for them. And it was already like 5 p.m. So it's already like halfway through the festival, and people are still outside, waiting for the wristbands. And there's people from like other states that flew in, paid the flights, paid the Airbnbs. And for them to be outside, I was like, okay, this just puts me and my friend in a very like position where we were like, well, so it came to the point where I thought, okay, so how is it that you got the wristbands for us but didn't get the wristbands for them?
Marlon showed me in total 42 pages of screenshot text for her conversations with Garcia over the course of a year. On the day Coachella was starting and she demanded answers on wristbands, he says he paid the money to a mystery third party and so could not send the cash back. Marlon now believes she knows where the money actually went.
And then after like, okay, well, some of these people are already and the best you can do is just give them the deposit back. And he was like, oh, well, I already sent the money to the guy. And like, if they want a refund, I would have to wait for the guy to send the money back. And like, again, buying time. Those people deserve their money back. They either that, or, I mean, it's gonna have to just be a lawsuit in court to see.
Once Melissa finally started voicing her concerns to Garcia about the Tesla event she had paid for, he claimed it was cancelled, but multiple requests for her money back were never answered. It's unclear if the event ever truly existed. Even after threats of a class action lawsuit, Garcia didn't relent, until finally he simply stopped answering. The final unanswered text Melissa sent to Garcia simply read, "Christian?" Melissa is yet to make any official report, but says she has spent months hoping Garcia would pay up.
I never fully called him out for it being a scam, but I have confronted him about different instances, and he always seems to have an excuse for everything. So obviously he's been doing this a while, and he comes up with like he's very quick with it. So as soon as you confront him, like for example, I confronted him about the Coachella article that we found, because that's when we had the first like real red flag. It was like, hey, like there's this post about you. What do you have to say about that? Like, so then he basically said, oh, like anyone can write stuff on the internet about anyone. Like if it was actually true, they would actually show receipts that they paid me anything. And I was like, okay. I mean, I've asked him about refunds as well, and it's the same story. It's just, oh, like it's coming. Let me reach out to my rep for an update. It's coming. So like you have some hope that he is gonna refund it, but probably most likely not. Like the fact that he's still responsive and saying stuff, obviously it makes you not want to take action just yet, because you're like, okay, maybe the off chance he does refund you. Because there was another event that I ended up paying him for, ended up not being able to go, but he did refund me for that specific event. But it was a very, very small amount compared to, what he actually owes me.
Devastated victims allegedly ended up losing thousands. Even while facing threats of lawsuits and police reports, the text conversations shared with me by alleged victims show Garcia appearing determined to continue the lies, with repeated promises that refunds will come, until finally, silence. As soon as money exchanges hands, the message threads spiral into unanswered questions, vague details, promises of confirmation coming in the very near future, and finally, the realization that their money is gone, despite repeated demands for a refund. Another alleged victim, who wishes to only be known as Div, told me he was introduced to Garcia through a mutual friend last year. Garcia insisted that he could get PR clients into other major events and parties, and the pair decided to work together. He showed me screenshots of funds being sent through Zelle, crypto and PayPal over 2 months for events happening in early 2025. But when the first event did not go ahead, he became suspicious, eventually calling Garcia out over text and branding him as scammer. Div claims he never got a cent back despite showing us multiple refund requests. His business partner also eventually reported Garcia to the Internet Crime Complaint Center, run by the FBI. The complaint says that Garcia promised a meet and greet with Elon Musk. The event allegedly never happened, and no money was paid back.
If you're going to do this, go delete the chat. I mean, because he's offering refund and offering stuff. It's the principle of it that I just want to get him now, because I'm like, you're not going to me. You're not going to screw me over. So, I mean, that's my point right now is if it costs me $5,000 to stop him, I'd spend $5,000 to stop him from hurting other people, because it's not right.
It wasn't until this year when he put me in a position which was trying to like screw me over at the same time by lying and scamming and instigating. And it wasn't until I posted I made a feed post about him, trying to warn people about him. And it wasn't until after I did that, all the clients that used to work with him in between those years, they all like reached out to me saying like, yeah, well, this is the reason why I left.
Months later, alleged victims have still not received full refunds and claim Garcia has either ghosted them or continues to give them the runaround. Yet he has still been attending glitzy Hollywood events, hosting from NFL stadiums and movie premieres. The FBI told us they could not confirm or deny whether it is looking into Garcia's business dealings, as it does not comment on investigations. PayPal told the US Sun it does not tolerate fraudulent activity and takes swift action if accounts are found to violate its policies. I was also able to make contact with Garcia via phone and put forward all of the claims that he has scammed several victims in California and other states. He declined to comment on the record.
And the only way really probably to stop it, or to, I don't know, once it's in your blood, it's in your blood. So if he's not scamming here, he's going to scam somewhere else. But at least send him to jail, or at least embarrass the living bejesus out of him on social media, so that in the future, if he continues, someone Googles his name or asks ChatGPT, who is this guy? Up comes, he's this #1 scamming guy in Hollywood. Run. At least that's a win.